Imagine this. You're a kid, walking home, maybe from school, maybe from playing with friends. The sun is going down, the streets are getting quiet, and everything feels normal. And then, a car slows down beside you. A man smiles. He seems friendly. He offers you a ride, or maybe a job, or maybe just a quick favor. You hesitate for a second, and then you get in, because back then, people trusted more But what you don't know is that this ice and tea, alright Ome, this is the last decision you will ever make. Because in 1920s California, there was a place, a quiet farm, a chicken ranch, where children went in, but never came out. This is the story of Gordon North. He wasn't what people imagined a monster would look like. He wasn't hiding in the shadows. He was just a guy. Young, social, even described by some as charming, which is exactly what made him dangerous. Because monsters don't always look like monsters. Sometimes, they look normal. Northcott lived on a ranch in Wineville, a quiet, rural area. The kind of place where no one asks questions, no one hears screams, and no one comes looking too closely. To outsiders, it was just a chicken farm. But behind that isolation, something horrific was happening. Around the mid-1920s, children started disappearing. Not all at once. Just one here, one there. Different towns, different families. Northcott had a method. He didn't just grab victims randomly. He used manipulation. He would offer jobs, promise money, or pretend to help. And remember, these were kids. They trusted adults, especially someone who seemed friendly. And once they got into his car, that was it. The victims were taken back to the ranch. Specifically, a chicken coop, a place meant for animals turned into a prison. This is where the boys were held. Locked away, cut off from the world. No one to hear them. No one to help them. What happened inside that coop was beyond disturbing. Northcott wasn't just committing crimes. He was creating a system of terror. And the worst part, he didn't act alone. Sarah Louise Northcott, his mother, was also involved, which makes this case even more disturbing. She didn't stop him. She didn't report him. Instead, she helped. She even confessed to killing one of the victims herself. Northcott used psychological control. He would threaten victims, force them to obey, and create an environment where escape felt impossible. For a while, no one knew what was happening. But then, one case changed everything. A young boy named Walter Collins went missing. His mother refused to stay silent. She pushed the police and demanded answers. That pressure forced the investigation forward. Eventually, clues began pointing toward Northcott and his ranch. When authorities started digging deeper, they uncovered something horrifying. A boy named Sanford Clark, Northcott's own nephew, became key to the case. He had been living on the ranch and knew the truth. At first, he was silent, but eventually, he spoke. Sanford described the kidnappings, the captivity, and the violence. He exposed the truth behind the ranch, and his testimony was enough to bring everything crashing down. Investigators searched the property, but they didn't find complete remains. Instead, they found fragments and signs that bodies had been disposed of, which meant the full extent of the crimes might never be known. Officially, only a few murders were confirmed, but many believe the real number is much higher. Some estimates suggest at least 3 victims, possibly over 20. Eventually, Gordon Stewart Northcott was arrested. At first, he denied everything. Then, he confessed. Then, he took it back. He constantly changed his story, which made it even harder to separate truth from lies. He just wanted control, even in custody. The trial shocked the nation. People, cold and tea, believed what they were hearing. A farm turned into a place of horror. Children targeted and destroyed. Northcott was found guilty and sentenced to death. Meanwhile, his mother received a prison sentence. Others involved faced consequences. In 1930, Northcott was executed, and with him, many answers died too. Years later, this case inspired the film Change, but the movie focuses more on police corruption, not the full horror of the ranch. There are a lot of crime stories, but this one stands out because it was hidden in plain sight. We still don't know everything. Gordon Northgate turned a place of life into a place of death. And even today, we're still left wondering how many never made it out. What do you think? Do you believe there were more victims? Or do you think the truth died with him? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more dark, real, disturbing true crime stories, subscribe to Crime Line, because some stories are darker than they seem.